and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 for some more multiplayer racing. Now, for this session, everybody had to use the 2016 Mazda MX-5. The cars are built to A-class and all the races are taking place on tarmac, but how you built your car was entirely up to you. I have got a turbo with anti-lag on my car. I'm running rally tyres. I know all the races are on tarmac, but I went for the rally tyres because it gives me a bit more power than the car's running sort of semi-slick, still gives me good grip. It won't give me as much power as someone might have gone. I think Ollie's gone off-road racing and has a lot of power. I don't know if anyone might have gone crazy in terms of tyre specs to try and get a good chunk of power. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. One-make races are always good fun, and while this is slightly different because, you know, there are going to be different build philosophies almost going into this, different builds and all of that, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Some cars are running Forza Aero, some are not. Mine is. I'm hoping that I will have good enough handling. Oh, I got street furniture. God damn it, I got turn one lovely, and then I got street furniture. Yeah, I'm hoping mine's going to have good enough handling to give the semi-slick tired, maybe even slick tired cars some trouble, but it will be able to outrun them in a straight line because we'll have more power. That's the theory. No one's going to have big tyres though. 245 is as big as it gets, I think, on this. So yeah, everyone is probably going to be running max tyre widths. It is a hectic start, as you would perhaps expect on the city circuit. We've had a good start in this. We've worked our way up to 6th. The back end is a little bit livelier than I perhaps would have been wanting going on here. Yeah, it really does want to step out. So we know Ollie's car is a speed machine, but it will be struggling on the grip side of things. As you can see, it can barely go in a straight line. When it does manage to put its power down, it shoots off. I mean, it's not completely garbage in the corners, to be fair. Small clip on the wall didn't help it. The drum sections of this track, my car will be very quick. Some sections, Ollie's will be very fast, especially down towards turn 1. We are heading up towards here. We can carry a lot of speed through there. There's a lot of bravery. Oh, the leader made a mistake and has been dropped back. We're going to go to the inside into turn 1, get the car stopped. More street furniture. Thankfully, that bounces off somebody else other than me. Little wary of the car over the bumps. You can see, oh, Ollie's got street furniture. I wanted to go to the inside. I just didn't know where the grip was going to be. As we all fight one another, we all lost out to the white machine. Now, see, Ollie's car is not going to be able to outbrake me, and this is the thing that I have got going for me, is we don't have to defend into the corners. If Ollie beats us, if Ollie passes us, it'll be down a straight. Because that's not going to have the braking to outdo us, unless something very weird happens. Can we look for a way past that? We're putting a little bit of a gap back to the loop, but this is probably not really the circuit for the pink machine, really. See, we have got more speed than the car ahead. It's just finding a place to use it. We've definitely got more speed up the hill. We will send our car to the inside. We will make that one work. It's on a little bit of a tight line. I'm going to struggle with the exit slightly. I think we should be clear, though, for the moment. Can we go chasing off after the leader? Not bad from 11th on the grid to 2nd in 2 laps on one of the more difficult circuits. That is for sure. I like this circuit as a challenge. It's a shame about the street furniture, often ruining good races. Outside of turn 1, I haven't actually had too many issues myself here. I don't know if I... Oh, well, I had to say something. Yeah, we got street furniture hard down there. We got a car to the inside. Yeah, we're probably not catching the lead. I've got bloody more street... What is that? Where did that even come from? That's really annoying. We're going to fire it straight back past Ollie. That street furniture, very frustrating. Yeah, I had to say so. I had to say something. We'd only had the problem with turn 1. The problem with it was the leader hit it and it didn't slow them down, and then it got chucked across in front of me, who did slow. The last couple of cars I haven't had too much problem with the street furniture, but the MX-5 is small and light, and yeah, not enjoying it. Oh, damn it. Right. Come on, Mazda. We can do this. Oh, and another missed checkpoint. I mean, we are there or thereabouts in the fight here. Can we not hit any more debris? Will we see any more missed checkpoints along the way? That is always an interesting one. And if we're going to find a way past turn 1, but we're only going to have 1 lap to do anything here, really. The leader runs wide and takes out a lamppost. We follow and hit the debris. I'm not going to be close enough into turn 1. Where? Oh, okay. That's helped us. That is what we wanted to see. I think the car ahead, possibly semi-slicks, car ahead definitely seems to be more grippy, but we have the top speed. The question is, can we find a way to use it somewhere? Can't get on the power as soon as I want to through there. Ollie's car is just too uncontrollable here to be expected with the amount of power. I believe it's on 600 horsepower in that thing. So, yeah, it's a monster, essentially. Now, we're through the worst of the twisty bits. Almost. I'm just going to get it stopped through here. Don't lock the car up. Get it turned. Use the power. Now, we've already passed car ahead once up the hill. Could we do it again if we're close enough? Kind of an early on the brake, get the car stopped and turned. We've got a very good run. That was what we were doing. It was all about trying to be neat and tidy. It might be a drag race to the line. If we're close enough, we might have the power to do this, although, oh, the leader was neated through there. We've overdriven it a little bit. 1 more corner to go. Are we going to be able to do anything through here? Nope, not got the front end. Not got the front end grip. In fact, they were very good through there. I carried a bit too much speed. Needed a little bit more time. Slightly scuppered by my incidents with some street furniture on the start of one of the laps. We had pace. That final lap was monstrous from us. I say that. Only 4/10 faster than the leader. Yeah, we had a good car. Just got a little bit unlucky, but from 11th on the grid, can't complain too much. It was a fun race. It was a good fun race indeed. We head next to the Arch Circuit. I don't think my car's going to be terrible here. We've seen it had some pretty good straight line speed. The concern is going to be the bright pink machine. Might not have been able to handle the city track, but out here, if it can use its power, if it can get the power down, that could be a difficult car to beat. It's going to be so fast. Down the straight, through turn 1. We have a good starting position. I can't complain at that. If we can make a break early on, there might be a chance. Of course, the difficulty for us is you can't defend against cars with that much more straight line speed than you. I don't know if anyone else has got crazy straight line speed cars. I didn't really see them in that first one so much. But you can't really defend against cars like that because they are simply going to outrun you down a straight. They can defend from you, though, in the corners and make your life miserable. So, yeah, us starting in front is quite helpful. I mean, Ollie's already caught us at the moment, although we are heading towards the section where the pink car will not be enjoying life. In fact, we can see the 2 cars ahead of us are having a difficult time using their power. We are hopefully going to just duck underneath someone through here, and we've got a lot of speed. The leader is slow, and I get a bit brave. There's... it could have worked. It could have worked. I didn't quite have the grip to stick that one. But we are past the yellow car. Chipman, we have passed. Now, how fast is Ollie's going to be? How controlled is it going to be as well is the next question. Probably not going to want to go. Oh god, considering I'm understeering through there on that line, it's probably not going to want to go around the outside of us, so that's fine. We are not vulnerable at the moment. We will just make sure we get our car stopped. We know that Iron Brew car struggles through the twisty section, so there may well be a chance for us later on in the lap if we can just get stopped through here, make sure it's neat and tidy and nothing stupid. My car wants to break loose over there, but that's fine, and it's very good through there. That's the section where we are strong. Now, we're not as wide as we were last lap around. Can we find a little gap to the inside? We can. Keep power down through the final corner and we will be up a position. The problem is they want to immediately fight back. Not got an overlap into the final corner. In fact, I think they backed out of it through there. So yeah, hadn't quite got an overlap and now it's come undone as the pink machine turns up. But can Ollie go around the outside of us through turn at number 1? They cannot. Too much understeer out wide. Car further back had a big adventure too. Oh, we got to really slow it down through there. That was a little bit late on the brakes for me. Can't afford moments like that. And the more the cars behind fight, the better that is for me, especially as we come up to the section where we have been quite good, although that curb is nasty and that almost ended my race right there. That curb there is nasty as well. My car is on race suspension, but it is not enjoying the bumps, I can tell you that much. Ooh. Yeah, we were just all out of shape the whole way through there. That is bad news for me, because the closer the pink car is, the worse it is for me. Only plus point we've got. See, we haven't got many plus points back here. We could be in trouble here. Well, he's still not close enough for an easy pass. We've got to set, like, the pink car's got to go the long way round at turn 1, and I will just keep my foot down and make it awkward. And again, you're going to have to go the long way here, and we are going to just put our car on the inside, get it stopped. Oh, he's going to fight back on the exit. They got nowhere to go. We will make a very wide MX-5. Yeah, we need a better lap. We can't afford another bad lap, really, through this section. This is the section where we've got to make up our lap time, and if we don't, for whatever reason, we are vulnerable at turn 1 and 2, basically. This lap has been a little bit better, and what would help massively is if Ollie starts having a fight with someone like that. That is what we needed to see. That is fantastic news for us, because that's just slowed both of them down through that section, and the pink car will come screaming back past, but it's not going to be close enough into the first corner to do very much. Now, the slight downside is Ollie can now take a normal line through there. Isn't compromised being stuck on the outside of me, but is still not going to be close enough to do anything up here in the first real braking zone. We are good through there. Now comes the really, really significant section of the lap. I've got to be spot on through here, which is easier said than done. I mean, it is in some ways a fairly simple section of track, but the bumps on my car are horrible. It absolutely hates that section. I'm having a confidence lift through there. I don't think the car actually needs it. I just don't fully trust it. We are quite nice through that section. I don't think the pink car is close enough. I mean, it's close, and it would challenge us into the first corner, but I don't think it's quite going to catch us before the finish line. Victory will go away of us. A great race, a wonderful battle between these two MX-5s. We did have the combination of grip and straight line speed. Lap time wise is slightly in favour of Ollie, but we could defend the critical moments around there. Oh, and we hold on to take the win. We don't have another car that only gets second places. Oh yeah, it's good fun. Good fun race. Yeah, my car, little scared. If it rode the curbs better, if it rode that section better, we'd probably find a couple of tenths, to be honest. But yeah, certainly can't complain too much there. We head to the Emerald Circuit for our next race. Could be quite a good track for me. I don't know if the straights are going to be long enough for the really crazy speed machines, but our kind of combination of grip and straight line speed is going to be quite good, I think, for a lot of tracks. We will have to wait and see. Here, I mean, you've got kind of one twisty section in front of the hotel. A-class cars, I haven't tended to run many A-class cars here, so some of the corners, not quite sure how the vehicles are likely to fare. We're going to be going quite quickly through some of these corners, so some of the corners that might not often be much of a deal, might be a bigger problem for these cars. We will have to wait and see whether we can, like this section here, for example, will this be more of a challenge for the speed cars up in A-class? I don't know. I don't know. We are going to give it our best, though, that is for sure. We know our car has definitely got some good pace. There's a smoke screen going on in front of us. We will dive to the inside, complete a pass. The yellow car is looking to go the other way. The back end almost stepped out on me through that corner, which was a little bit uncomfortable. Still struggling. Okay, that is a little bit more of a corner than... That's what I said. That is a section that is a little bit... even though we're not a bad car in terms of grip, we're going to have to be a little bit more careful through that section. Off goes the pink machine with many speeds towards turn 1. Although, is it going to be sketchy through turn 1? I would imagine it might be. I'm slowing down a bit too much through there because I just don't know how fast we can go through that section, really. We're going to have a little lift through that bit. I mean, we'll be very rapid through here compared to some of the cars ahead, I would imagine. Not going to be close enough to have a dive at the moment. Put it back to third. Oh, there was an accident for the leaders. They hit the stone wall on the inside. We will get much better through there, and you can see the cars ahead struggling through that section. There is a few different lines going on through this final corner. It's absolute madness on the exit. We've probably profited the most from all of that. We didn't really get slowed down, and the two cars in front did, which has brought me right back into contention, although I got understeer through turn 1 here. Alright, we're gonna have to be perfect. Oh, back end, don't do that. Don't want that in my race cars, never do. Ollie's sliding. Ollie might be in trouble down here. Nope. Vante did not fancy a big dive through there. I mean, if they cost each other a lot of time, there may be a chance for me having a dive somewhere like at the final corner, for example, because we can carry a lot of speed into here and we can take a better line through there than the cars ahead. They just outrun me. Just as soon as we get going, they outrun me, and now we run the risk of being stuck in our fight for second and letting Ollie get away. We're trying to duck underneath that car. We are going to get the move completed. They were on a tight line on the way into turn 1, and they just couldn't get the speed on the exit, which, yeah, is one way to get the passes done. That was absolutely as much as I could dare get away with through that section. I mean, we closed so much through that hotel complex. This has been a pretty good lap for us in terms of catching up to the bright pink car, but once again it's a case of we catch it by the end of the lap, but we're on the bumper. We basically push it out of the final corner, but that's not going to be enough to win the race. If we are to win this, if we're going to win it, it's going to come down to the final corner, right? We're not passing it anywhere else, unless there's a mistake on the run into the hotel, because that is just fast enough to pull a gap to us. I think we are much closer than we were last lap around. Yeah, we are much closer than we were on the previous lap. Ollie is going to be wary, though. They would have seen... Hell, even if you're in whatever camera view you're in, you will have seen how close I was behind, even if you weren't looking back, because the car would have appeared in the third-person camera. We are the wrong side of the pink car. We try and pin it to the inside, but it's a lot of understeer for me. Too much understeer. Could have done that. Could have won that. Just ran in too hot. Damn it. That's where it comes down to, just that one corner. We needed another lap. We needed another lap, I think. But yeah, we ran in... We had to run in hot into that final corner, and it was just a bit too much for us to hold on that wider line. And... yeah, in the end, lost out. But a great battle nevertheless. Damn it. Slightly disappointed, but still, it's been, again, consistently very fast for our MX-5 in these. We head to to the lookout circuit for our next race. I like my position on the grid. That's nice. I'll take that. Although, we've got some quick cars. We've got some quick cars around us. Chipman's car there. I think they've got a couple of fastest laps, but have been stuck in traffic and not quite got clear. So that's something to watch out for. I mean, Ollie's is there. Josh's car is towards the front. So the top 6 has got a lot of quick cars here. Vante's probably got the furthest to go. I mean, this track is in A-class. I'm not sure the power cars are quite going to be able to make the most of their power necessarily, because they're going to be carrying a lot of speed towards this very long corner, and then you've got a very twisty end to the lap. So yeah, I don't think Ollie's car or any of the real power monsters are going to be really enjoying life through this long corner. Although if they get it right, you do then have a climb up a hill to make the most of all of your power. That was very close to missing a checkpoint. My back end is really desperate to step out, and again it's snapping around. I mean, this is definitely a quick car in this field, but I tell you what, I am not the most comfortable driving this one. It is definitely a bit too leery for my liking. We can cut down here. Not going to be able to make a pass stick though. That was all over the place in terms of a line through there. Right. The weather's not helped. Well, it's damp, essentially. Yeah, it's not helped in the confidence in the rear end of this car. I just do not trust it. And there's some big understeer from the car ahead. Although I'm not on a great line through this section. Alright, come on, Mazda. If we're going to pass, where is it going to happen? It's going to probably be in the twisty section coming up. We're not really close enough. I would like to have a dive to the inside here, but it would be a brave one, although Chipman has left the door really wide open. That was a lot more open than I was expecting. Now, can we make this around the outside and then we're the inside for the final corner? It's a very tight line on the inside through the final corner, but if we don't make any mistakes, we can complete that pass. The issue we're going to find is it's done, but we're about to lose the position, I should think. Although, do they have the grip to carry the speed necessary into this first section? They do. They actually make that one stick. It's on a little bit of a funky line through here, but it's a good pass for them, and we are all out of sorts. Damn it. We couldn't quite complete that pass how I wanted to. But again, we're flat all the way through here. Car ahead, move a little bit. Nothing too bad. And it's just sliding on its way up into here. Oh. Again, it's so much slower through this. I wasn't expecting to even get close to it through there. Either I've got a little bit more maybe with the tyres warmed up, I've got a little more confidence in this car. Certainly didn't have it on the first lap. No, big twitch, big twitch, big twitch. Bad things are happening. We're done for the moment. Whether we can recompose and go again, I thought we were going to have no, we lost a lot of time there. Yeah, okay, I take it back. Tyres are still not where... Well, I say tyres are not where I want them. This car is oversteery. Car is oversteery. It can and will catch you out. Oh, try to use as much of the road as I bloody dare through that section. If we catch, it's going to be another Banzai final lap for us, I think. I don't think we're going to be close enough, but yeah, we've got to get the line absolutely spot on through here. No oversteer. I might just leave it in fourth, to be honest with you. We can close and close and close and close. And that's fine. So yeah, don't get that kick of oversteer on the exit. It still wants to do it. It still wants desperately to let go. One more time around. Can we catch the leader? I mean, we've got no real pressure from behind, so this is just a go for it and see what happens, kind of a final lap. Oh, and I've done turn one. I've done that wrong. Never mind. I got my gearing wrong, and as I was sorting out the gears, yeah, I needed to go down to 5th sooner. You don't want to be going down to 5th halfway around the corner. There's definitely more pace in the car than I've extracted here. It's one of these slightly frustrating races for me. little errors have crept in that has really, really cost us here. Again, what could have been... This one was definitely a tougher race to win than the Emerald. So the Emerald Circuit, we almost had it on the final corner. Here, it was just a couple of twitchy, oversteery moments. Could have just been a little bit tamer a car. I think we could have been very fast there, but it was a real fight, a really lively car. I mean, I know my fastest lap could definitely be quicker than that because that was the lap where I was all sort of crossed up coming onto the straight. So, yeah, I think a 53.5 would have been easily achievable for us there. But little mistakes added up was costly in that one. It's another second place. Apparently, we just like second place at the moment on Horizon 5. It's a different winner. It's a different winner though in this one. Bloody hell. We head into our final race. 4 different drivers and cars have taken victory so far in this, I think, if I've counted and got it all right. Will we see our first repeat winner? Will we see a different winner in this one? I mean, I'm a huge fan of this circuit. It's a good mix in terms of high speed, low speed, medium speed corners. I think it could be close between a bunch of cars around here. If we can get a clean start, if we can stay out of trouble, might not be too bad. My concern really is this car is a little bit twitchy. I'm not the most comfortable pushing it to the absolute limit. As soon as it starts getting to the limit, it wants to start moving around, and I don't really like that. I much prefer the car if it was just that little bit more stable. But this is what I've got to work with at the end of the day. We are going to ping out a ghost mode up here. Now, through this section here, for example, these other, the straight line speed monstrous cars are going to maybe pull a little bit of a gap. Somebody missed a checkpoint through there. The Iron Brew car does not want to lift. Oh, yeah. Well, neither do I, particularly through that one. Yeah, we had the race. You're honestly just much better off not going for an overtake into the chicane at that point. Car on the inside is always going to be squeezed. Is always going to be in an awkward space because it's barely a braking zone down at that one. It's a tap on the brakes and a downshift for most of the cars. But there we go. Now, can we do it? I think unfortunately we've not had the good first lap that we really needed, and I'm just not sure I've got the trust in this car to absolutely go for it around here. If the leaders fight, then there may be a chance for us, but they really need to fight for us to be able to do anything here, really. Because, yeah, there's such a big gap already. Oh, no, not got that section right at all. Through there. Nah, I don't know. Whether we're quick or not, I don't know, but I don't think it's going to matter. Because let's say, even if we were half a second a lap quicker, which would be quite a big chunk, I think we're too far back regardless to catch them even, by the end of the race. Unless they really, really fight each other. Ollie made a little mistake through that final section. Lost out, but it's just got such crazy straight line speed that we'll get back past again as we head down towards this first corner. Now, I mean, we are, 102, not great. It's not terrible, but not great. This is one of the very few tracks that I know what we're looking for in terms of, if some class cars can go under a minute lap times around here. Mid 1 minutes is a very good lap time for me. I just don't think I trust this car enough to really be able to push it to that sort of even if the car's capable of it, I don't trust it. The yellow car has missed a checkpoint, and that will drop back. Although it's been a better lap for us as we exit the final corner. But it's not, there's all sorts of missed checkpoints going on. This is a track it is easier to miss checkpoints on, that is for sure. 1 minute 16. It's not awful, this car. It's certainly pretty rapid around here. But yeah, it is not ideal. I mean, that was a lap that was pretty on it without any really scary moments, which is always something. But yeah, I feel like we're quite spread out up here. That is for sure. We'll be flat through here, but there's no question we'll be flat through there. It is just that tap on the brakes, power through the exit. Once the tyres are warmed up, it's better. I still don't trust it at all. It's still too twitchy, too edgy. I mean, Ollie's not really getting away much at the front. I think that car is probably... My guess is when we cross the line, it's going to be 3-4 tenths of a second a lap faster on its best lap. Probably more difficult to do that sort of lap consistently with a car like that. But yeah, that is going to be my prediction. There's not really much I can do here. It's mostly just a case of don't miss a checkpoint, don't spin the car. They're the two most likely occurrences. Or I guess miss a braking, but brakes are pretty solid. I can't really fault that. It's small and light with race brakes. Of course, it's going to get stopped pretty damn well at the end of the day. But yeah, we're certainly going to be too far back to do anything unless there is a missed checkpoint. And Ollie has such a lead, there's no reason to really push it on any of these checkpoints. As I say, going full pelt through that high-speed chicane. Yeah, it is pretty much... The gap is pretty much the same throughout the laps. We'll check. And that felt like actually quite a good lap at the end there. There's a 101.3 for the Mazda. So yeah, that was not bad. I can't, like that was, I'm really happy with that lap, especially the exit of the chicane. That was bang on. Can't fault it too much. Nah, couldn't. Oh! Chipman lap time, almost identical, as was Vante in there. Yeah, okay, it's 6 tenths in the end to the other MX-5. I just did not quite have the speed. So yeah, I was obviously pulling away a little bit. I think my car is probably easier to do that sort of lap times, but not by much. It doesn't quite suit my driving, that vehicle. It is a little bit tail happy. However, it certainly has some speed. Had some very good races. Had some very good races with it indeed. My anti-lag is going on the podium, I've just noticed. Game, you got a little bit over top with the anti-lag, not going to lie. But there we go. That was a one-make race. Well, a one-make race with some caveats. Everyone had the same basic thing to work with. A bunch of different approaches were done. I'm happy with how mine turned out. We got a lot of second places again. Oh, so many second places. But we did get a win, and we were definitely in the fight for a bunch of them. So yeah, I can't complain too much with the car. That, though, is going to be it for this video. If you would like to sign up to take part in the next one, there'll be a link in the description. Find the Versa Community sign-up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.